Hey, bricks and mortar retailers, welcome to this week's very short little video. And we're talking all about expense management. Now, expenses is one of those things as shop owners that we know we need to take care of, but very few of us actually do until the last minute. So, for instance, when perhaps we get hit by an unusually high bill, that's usually when most of us start to look at our expenses and start to do something about it. So, what I want to talk about today are some of the three major mistakes that you need to avoid, apart from the obvious first part, which is not having an expense management system. So, as you know, I'm really all about systems. And once you start to create a system, so that means you're looking at your expenses regularly. Hopefully, you are looking at your expenses on a regular basis via your profit and loss statement every month or pulling a report from your accounting software. But the big mistake that bricks and mortar retailers make is they don't create an ongoing system to manage their expenses. And that's a really, really big mistake because then you just fall into the trap of flying by the seat of your pants and only looking at your expenses, like I mentioned, when you have a sudden increase in a particular supplier or utility, and then it's definitely too late. Having a consistent approach to reducing your expenses will increase your cash flow and profitability. The second mistake is not negotiating with your suppliers. Many of us, I guess, would become a little bit complacent, and just the simple act of picking up the phone and talking to your suppliers, it can have a world of difference. You will be surprised on what you can negotiate. You can more than likely negotiate better trading terms, perhaps better discounts. But either way, that's a really big mistake that we make as bricks and mortar retailers is we don't really negotiate with suppliers. The third mistake is we fail to analyze our costs. So I guess this happens also because many of us aren't tracking our cash flow. And by default, if you are tracking your cash flow, you have a greater sense of what your expenses are. So, and that way you get to analyze them, but really taking the time as part of the system to regularly review your expenses and really getting into the nitty gritty about them can help you increase your cash flow and profitability. And it's something that you need to be doing on a regular basis. So there you go. There were three really big mistakes that I see bricks and mortar retailers making when it comes to expense management. And hopefully you'll find those useful and you can start to not make these mistakes into your brick and mortar store. Until next time, ciao.